Texas rules deathmatch. Falls do not count. There are no disqualifications. The match continues until one man cannot answer the bell.
And we are back, wrestling fans, with excitement extraordinaire, courtesy of the open door policy, world-class championship wrestling. The superstar, Billy Dundee, thrilled thousands, hundreds of thousands of fans in the Memphis and the mid-states area in the South for years. And he's after this man right here, gorgeous Gary Young. And he traveled to the Texas, to the Lone Star State, the world-class wrestling to get him. And we are underway. It is Texas Deathmatch rules, Mark.
Well, one thing Bill Dundee's going to learn quickly is not turn your back on gorgeous Gary Young. Beautiful flying cross body. 1, 2. He got him.
We have a 30-second rest period. Remember, falls do not count.
30-second rest period between falls.
And falls do not count. That's lucky for you, isn't it?
Gorgeous Gary Young.
Real lucky, isn't it? Yeah.
Has never seen a flying cross-body block come at him like that before. He was completely in control. Took Dundee into the buckle. Everything turned around on him when Dundee took the buckle and came on with a flying cross-body press. And in less than 30 seconds, superstar Bill Dundee's up 1 fall to none.
If we were keeping score, it'd be great, Mark. But there he is, Dundee, a student of the... Look at this! Look at this! Akbar with his back turned. Dundee sees the moment. That Dundee is like Chip and Dale. He's like those little chipmunks. He is everywhere, and he is into everything. But unlike Chip and Dale, let me tell you, this guy right here, he can carry the battle to you when he needs to, Mark.
Well, Bill Dundee's not fast. He's sudden.
Well put. Well put. You've seen athletes, big men who played football, who could catch the little halfback. They weren't that they were as fast. They were sudden. They were very quick. He has that lateral movement, that surprise. He wrestles with he was trained in Europe, so he has the European moves, very unorthodox in the American wrestlers.
Well, keep one thing in mind, Frank. You're looking at a man that can do a 400-pound bench press.
In Superstar, no kidding.
A 400-pound bench press.
Superstar Billy Dundee, and you got to watch this guy right here, Akbar. I'll tell you what now, Mark. Put the eyes in the back of your head because I feel the cloud looming behind me.
Well, General Skandar Akbar baiting my play-by-play man for the music. Meantime, gorgeous Gary Young has taken over on Bill Dundee. Young mounting the ropes.
That's the problem. You pay a little respect to me.
I pay as little to you as I can.
Dundee coming from the top rope. Double sledgehammer. The cover. 1, 2. He got him.
And Gary Young making no effort to kick out. Of course, falls don't count, so there was no effort made. I don't know if that would have got him or not under normal circumstances. Young, a tough competitor, but falls do not count. You can lose every single fall through number 99, and if you win number 100 and your opponent cannot answer the bell, Mark, you win this match.
That's the one that counts. You're right. Gorgeous Gary Young may be pacing himself here, Frank. That's an excellent point.
Of course, Harold Harris was pacing himself, too, and look what he got for his efforts.
Is Harris awake yet?
I don't know if he's been awake in years. And we're
conscious.
Back underway.
How about conscious? I'll rephrase that then.
Gorgeous Gary Young, the recipient of 2 high-flying blows from that top rope. Young, if I've learned anything about him, he is a consummate wrestler, a little kidney punch, Mark. And now the rough stuff from the superstar Billy Dundee. He's been showing cute moves. Now he's going to work on the midsection of gorgeous Gary Young.
Bill Dundee's going for the kill.
Young hung himself. Young trying to stop that turnbuckle upside down into the corner, and he is hung by the leg over the top rope.
No disqualifications. Anything goes.
He'd have done a lot better, Mark, if he'd have gone on it and taken that turnbuckle instead of trying to stop it.
And Bill Dundee, notice how quickly he followed in on that advantage.
Once again, after Akbar. Oh!
Frank, that's twice Bill Dundee has done that, and I think it's a mistake. He needs to keep his attention on gorgeous Gary Young.
And look at here from behind. You called it, Mark. No sooner did the words leave your mouth than gorgeous Gary Young seized on the opportunity. Akbar causing the distraction. Seeing it coming, and Dundee hard on that post. That iron post. Young in to cut the count.
Bill Dundee won't be allowed to make too many mistakes against gorgeous Gary Young.
Certainly not like that. Oh, no disqualification rules, and Akbar getting a little retribution in for the embarrassment at the hands of the superstar, Billy Dundee.
And as we've seen in situations involved with Eric Embry, no disqualifications really does play in the favor of General Skandar Akbar and his men. Out in the crowd now, gorgeous Gary Young has really taken over on superstar Bill Dundee, putting the boots to him.
Dundee's head hit that bench down there hard. We've got a bench-type seat here at the Sportatorium.
I think he may have closed his eye on that one. Slammed that eye into that wooden bench. Now Gorgeous Gary Young.
The crowd solidly behind superstar Billy Dundee. Although he's a newcomer here, he has electrified these fans. I'll tell you what, world-class wrestling fans are the finest fans in the world, Mark. And one thing they recognize, it is true first-class professional wrestling. And that's what they're getting right here from these two ring veterans.
Well, this has been pandemonium ever since I came out here. I've heard some loud crowds before, but this is amazing.
Why don't you just
Clothesline by Gorgeous Gary Young in the cover. 1, 2. And superstar Bill Dundee, I was telling you about that 400-pound bench press. There was a 242-pound bench press right there. But Gorgeous Gary Young is right back on top of Bill Dundee, covers him again.
And a little lesson learned about the psyche of superstar Billy Dundee right here, Mark, because this is a Texas death match, which means falls don't count. Dundee could have laid the shoulders down and got a 30-second respite, a 30-second count by just letting the fall count. And Dundee, a proud man, refused to let that happen. He kicked out and continues to take this punishment. The wise move here, I think, would have been to have gone ahead and taken the 3 count, like a fighter takes a standing 8 count and take the break. But Dundee elects to continue the match.
Well, Gorgeous Gary Young has been in more Texas death matches than Bill Dundee, and you're seeing some of the experience right here of that, Frank. You're right, Gorgeous Gary Young, all the little ins and outs. Beautiful single leg dive.
Oh,
misses
nobody.
with the fist drop. Young back on top of it, takes Dundee into the buckle. Boy, one mistake by Bill Dundee, and he's been paying for it for the last 4 minutes.
He truly has, Mark. This thing has just been all Gorgeous Gary Young, although Dundee leads at falls 2-0. There again, I say, because falls don't count, I think Young not anxious to kick out, looking for that respite, that part of the strategy.
Well, this is a man that's been behind in wrestling matches before and has found a way to pull him out of his hat, superstar Bill Dundee.
Well, of course he has. He's fought the odds for years. He's not an overly powered physical specimen at 5'8" and 220 pounds, but he has that quickness. He has that, what do you say it was, that suddenness, and he has the heart of a lion. And you will fight back no matter what. Are you the one that's doing that?
Speaking of fighting back,
go ahead,
Bill Dundee.
Sell all of you want to sell.
Got Gorgeous Gary Young in the corner.
You sell all those.
Young moves out of the way.
Akbar incensed. A vendor over here with some kind of a sign showing Akbar's head coming out of a bathroom utensil, I guess is what you'd call it. And Akbar wanting the vendor not to sell him over here. There's nothing I can do about it. But it sure does enrage you. I hope everybody in the place, everybody in every territory we go to buys one of those darn things if it does that to Akbar.
What a match we've got in the ring right now. Gorgeous Gary Young pulling all out all the stops. Bill Dundee exits the ring the hard way.
Unceremoniously onto the floor of the sportatorium, and once again lurking in the wings, Skandor Akbar.
Boy, he is everywhere at every moment, isn't he?
He truly is that, as Akbar, as Young, I should say, comes crashing off the rope like a bird from above, and once again into the people.
And Bill Dundee has just been pummeled. Ever since one time too many, he went after General Skandor Akbar outside the ring, and Gary Young followed up on the advantage. Spine breaker outside the ring.
Big atomic drop, and Dundee down here at our feet. Mark, I'm going to stay with as long as I can, but if the one thing I've learned, when it gets hot, you got to get away.
Gorgeous Gary Young with a Coke cup, and he looks like he's jamming it into the eye of Bill Dundee.
This being no disqualification, he doesn't care if he loses or not, as there's the crop across the head.
The riding crop into the face.
Now into the throat.
Gorgeous Gary Young, a vicious attack on superstar Bill Dundee. He's trying to put Dundee away right here.
Well, of course, the object is not to beat the man, but to make him beat him into such a position that he can't answer the bell, and that takes more than the usual 1, 2, 3. A wrestling match can be won in a voice of a second as well. A little move, a quick one from underneath, and Akbar very casually walking away from the situation as he sees the tide of battle changing.
You get the feeling this isn't Bill Dundee's first time at this rodeo. Bill Dundee now the series of rights and lefts outside the ring. Both men outside the ring. Big knee lift by Gorgeous Gary Young.
This thing is just gone bananas here in the sportatorium. Referee Bronco Lubitsch, there's a count outside, but it doesn't count. He's got to get him in the ring.
And I'm not sure why Gorgeous Gary Young wants to cover him here. If you're going to put the man away, put him away where he can't.
I think that was for the insult, for the heart, to try to get Dundee's heart a little bit by covering him outside the ring. Dundee comes back, drop
What a drop kick!
A drop kick, and Lubitsch knocked out into progress. The drop kick sent Gorgeous Gary Young on his feet. Dundee hit a second drop kick, and Lubitsch is down.
Here comes Cactus Jack Manson.
Cactus Jack. It's Cactus Jack in the ring. And Superstar Billy Dundee. What's he got on his foot? He's got a studded glove. He's got a studded glove. Young has put on some sort of a glove. I don't believe this. Dundee hasn't seen it, Mark.
I don't even know if Dundee is aware of the glove.
He's not. It's to the top. No, a glove up under the chin, and Dundee is down, and he's not moving. He's not moving, Mark. 2, 3, and Dundee has not moved. He's got 30 seconds. He's got 30 seconds. Oh, my goodness. This is incredible.
Boy, if he can come up from this one, I don't know what else you could do with gorgeous Gary Young. He just got nailed. Dundee hurt himself on the glove by diving into the glove. Gary Young didn't hit him with the glove. He dived into it.
He hit him with that glove, and he was diving off, and it was an immovable force and an unstoppable object. And here's the count. 1, 2, 3, and a second blow to the head. There's that glove. You see it now. Lubitsch, he's got so many people to watch in so many directions. 5, 6, 7, 8.
Look at Young,
9.
and Akbar, and Manson pass that glove around.
Oh, I don't believe we saw this. Superstar Billy Dundee. Mark, this is terrible. We'll be back with more wrestling action right after this.